right, I'm gonna show you how I make rice pudding. It's a very simple, easy recipe. And if you like rice pudding at all, I really, really recommend you try this even just once because it'll change you. And you're gonna start with a quart of milk, 4 cups of milk, 3/4 of a cup of sugar, half a cup of rice. You're gonna add a pinch of salt. These 4 ingredients are gonna go right into the pot. So, there's 1 ingredient in, 2 ingredients in. Yep, the rice goes in now, and a pinch of salt. Chicka, chicka, chicka. Okay, so you're going to combine your first 4 ingredients into your big heavy saucepan. Bring it to a boil, not quite there yet. And then for the next hour, once you're at a boil, reduce it to a very low simmer for the next hour, stirring it frequently and keeping it uncovered. So, we're not boiling yet. I will come back to this. Okay, I walked away for a second. And I definitely brought it to a boil. So now I gotta lower it a whole heck of a lot. And stir it. I'm using a flat-bottomed spatula, spoon, whatever you want to call it, in order to scrape the bottom as I go. So I don't want anything sticking. So here's an example of my very low simmer. Just keep stirring it every few minutes, you know, every so often, for about an hour, or for an hour, yeah. Now when your hour is almost up, not quite yet, but soon, you're gonna take a cup of milk, hopefully without spilling it, cup of milk, and 1 egg. Look how graceful that is. I'm doing it all one-handed here. No eggshells. Add them together, and then whisk them up. Mix them together. We're going to add this to our rice mixture in just a few minutes. So it's good to just have this ready for now. All right, it's been an hour, and as you can see, the milk has really cooked down and been absorbed. It's nice and thick. I had to adjust my temperature a couple of times on my flame in order to maintain a low simmer, because the lower it got, of course, less fluid, the easier it was starting to boil. So now I'm going to take it off the heat. I know I've got my flame still going there. Take it off, and now that egg and milk that we beat together, I'm going to add. And then stir it in. Okay, and then it goes back on for low heat, and we're going to bring it just to a boil. So I don't know, is this how you make custard? I think it might be kind of that idea. So we're making a nice thick pudding here. And it was just simmering, so it shouldn't take too much. My egg and my milk were at room temperature, so it shouldn't take too much to get it back there. All right, now that I got a proper boil going, I'm going to turn off the heat. So it's like on, off, on, off. That's okay. All right. Now I'm going to add vanilla. I've got the very last of my vanilla that I made using rum. So I'm going to add that in there. That's about a teaspoon. I might have some seeds in there now, but add your vanilla. And that just makes it really start to smell good. And now we're going to add raisins. As many raisins, if you want raisins, that you want. I like raisins, so I'm going to be putting in a bunch. Probably, if I had to guess, maybe, I don't know, a cup. Because I like raisins. Stir those in. And then, of course, you can see if you want more or not. No, this looks good to me. This looks good to me. And now I'm going to add some cinnamon. And the cinnamon is to taste. So, you know, however much. I'm just going to give a little sprinkle across the top. You can always add more. You can't take it away. I feel like that little dash was probably enough. So I'd say probably maybe a quarter teaspoon if I had to guess. And that's gonna be it for me. If you want to add nutmeg to this, you can, of course, again to taste, but otherwise, there we go. Now, if you're like me, you're gonna stand over the pot and just eat it while it's still warm, or you transfer it into a safe bowl, put it in the refrigerator to let it cool off, which will also make it thicker. It will get thicker as it cools. But that's it. Enjoy this delicious rice pudding, and I hope you guys try it. It really is worth trying. So I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe because it helps me out as well. I've got a lot of other recipes out there and videos, so take a look. And I'm also going to be making another rice pudding recipe. I want to try something different, so look for it coming out soon. And as always, thanks for watching Caketastic Cakes.